Hello everybody and welcome back to Memoriapolis, where I believe that this is probably going to be the final episode of this particular series. We will find out eventually, but apparently a building is running out of resources. Oh, this mine over here. Okay, so this should be demolished. This was a gold producing mine. So the question is, do we feel like we need more gold? We probably could get more gold, so that would be a small mine, and we'd look to build that, I don't know, maybe like over here? Yeah, 920 is the maximum amount of gold over here, so we wouldn't need to make this any more than a level 1 small mine. So that seems fine. We can get that going. Excellent. So we're at 106 workers right now. We have these buildings being worked on, and we've only got like 150 cycles before the end of this era. Right? And currently, I believe that the next era is not in the game yet. This is grayed out. We can't go to it, and we will see. So we do still need some building points. This is going to be 8 cycles away from finishing. One thing I'm wondering is, can we get a building speed increase to get that done first? So I know that there was one. We do have 2 slots available here. So attraction inside ramparts, appearance of positive rallies. Gemstone harvesting. I don't care about that. There is somewhere, and I think it was maybe back in the Middle Ages. Construction time minus 10%. There we go. So I'm going to activate that, and let's see if this is going to be reduced. It may not be retroactive. Yeah, may not be. So they wanted us to build a bottega. Do we already have one of those? No, we don't. Okay, so this is a new structure. 246 workers. I don't think that we're going to have 246 workers in 27 cycles, but we can see. What is this? We're running out of resources in this mine. This was a gold-producing mine. Okay. And is this the same mine? Yes, it is. So we're going to swap this over to producing iron then. And that'll be fine. We're building a gold-producing mine right now, so I don't think that we're going to need more gold production before the end of the game. I believe that the game is going to end in like a couple hundred cycles here, right? Like 140 cycles, something like that. So that sounds good for now. And I don't think that the Globe Theater is accelerated. I think that that only reduces build time on new constructions, is my current theory. But we will see. Maybe this transitions into an endless mode at the end of the cycle. I did see that there is an endless mode in the game, but it's currently considered experimental. So that is absolutely understood, and we shall see. So we're at 186 workers right now, and if we wanted to produce a bottega, this is 246 workers. We might get there, actually. We have some trade route gifts to go through here. So 400 gold. What else do we have? Okay, some gems and some gold. We'll take it. Okay, we're going to grab some gold here. Looks great. And anything down over this direction? Yes. 300 more gold. Cool. So that seems fine. So 246 workers, and we've got 11 cycles. It's theoretically possible, but we would need to do very, very well on our workers. We'll get close. So 9 cycles left. 8. 7. 6. These are kind of painfully slow on this speed. But it's, in my opinion, it's too fast on the other speed. I really wish there was an intermediary speed. So 4, 3, 2, and 1 remaining cycle. We're not going to get it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this prison, and then we're going to build this guy. Now we're lacking tiles. Oh, okay. 280 tiles. We can get that. I'm just going to directly buy a full 280. Okay, now we can build this, and this is kind of huge. I'm going to build it back over here, though. So that's going to give us just creativity. Noted. We're a little low on our creativity, so that seems relatively fine. Even though we're doing book printing, we're low on creativity. Interesting. So we're going to be able to get this back online very, very shortly. We had almost all of the workers that we needed, so that sounds good. We need 190, and we're at 184. Now, there is an epidemic out over here, and we can spend cultural points to stop it, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Perfect. So 189 and 193. There we go. So that is now back online. Perfect. Growth of the trading post. Excellent. So that's all looking good for now. We're good on safety. We're actually pretty decent on creativity. Although there are some unsatisfied citizens. We need esteem and belonging more than anything. So how's our reputation? Oh, our magistrate reputation is starting to move upward a little bit. Interesting. We'll check in 4 cycles, or I guess in 5 cycles when these are done. And we'll see what that feels like. So we're going to be done with this in just a couple of cycles here. That's going to be a bunch more creativity, which is always a good thing. So 2, and we should actually be looking to re-up this. Okay, so this is our magistrate here. So let's see if we can encourage multiculturalism. We can. Do it. And I also want to increase esteem satisfaction. Do that too. Let's see if the Senate votes for it. Hopefully they do. Okay, so this is finished up. Excellent. And what do you got, Senate? They voted for it in both cases. Perfect. So we are encouraging multiculturalism, which increases our migration speed by 3. So that will boost up our worker speed growth. That's fantastic. And yeah, we're still 8 cycles behind on this, so this does not seem to actually be improving our construction speed at all. This is activated, but it doesn't seem to actually work. Maybe it only works within the Middle Age era? I don't know. Maybe. Regardless, it's fine. We'll see what happens once we hit the end. That's in under 100 cycles now. So that looks absolutely wonderful. So we are still interested in building a few more of these. All of these require quite a lot of workers, of course. So that's understood. We do have a couple of wonders here, Globe Theater and the Palazzo Ducale, and that's absolutely wonderful. So for now, we're fine on all of our coins, I believe, at this moment. But we are going to build at least one more building before the end, I hope. We have 90 cycles, and for this we would need some coal. For this we need bricks, tiles, steel, clay. We might have the clay for the royal residence. All we need for this is clay, and, I mean, we're making 10 per cycle. I feel like we're probably net negative on that. Well, for now, we don't have workers, and we'll figure out what we want to build soon enough. I'm kind of surprised that the medical school doesn't give health. It gives belonging. But the trading post gives health. That's kind of strange, but okay, whatever. Start of an election, that's absolutely fine. And let's check in on our trading posts here. So we've got ourselves a gift here. Ooh, 450 steel. That's going to be very nice. We don't seem to get those right away. It may require the return of our caravan, because we definitely don't seem to get them right away. So you can see here, 600, we're at 164. And yeah. So I think it requires the return of the caravan. But that's still a very, very good thing. That means that we're going to have a lot of the resources that we need to get some of these buildings built. Except workers. We're not going to have workers. Our trading post is stagnating in Colne. Yeah, that's not shocking. For the moment, that's reasonably fine. Okay, they want to buy an arena. We will absolutely accept that. Fantastic. So that puts us up to 164 workers. Of course, we need like 250 for most of these, approximately. 260, 230, somewhere around 250, right? So that'll be absolutely fine for now. Checking in on our food supply here, it looks okay, but it's not absolutely phenomenal. We could think about upgrading one of these farms. So this farm over here, this is a level 3. This is a level 4. We've got an epidemic up over here. Okay, we will stop that with gold coins. Excellent. So that seems fine. Back down over here, one of these is a level 3. Yeah, this one. So it needs some tiles and 135 workers in order to get that up. For now, we don't really need it, but we will soon. But also the end of the game is in like 48 cycles, right? Or 58 cycles? So that's really not very far away. So we might have enough food production to take us to the end. I don't know if this will transition into a free play mode or if this will just end. We'll find out. So that seems absolutely fine for now. I do want to get enough workers to get one of these built, and we don't currently have the resources for any of them, but once our trade routes come back, which is going to be in a few cycles, we should have resources for most of these. So that sounds good. We're at 246 workers right now, so we could build this. We would need to get some coal. I'm going to do that. I don't think we have coal coming in from gifts, so let's see here. What do we got here? Yeah, this is fine. And then, do we have anybody that actually sells coal? Yes, these guys. However, we do not have a trader available for Ubeda at this point. When will they be back? 12 cycles. Okay, we'll wait on that. So now 11. And 10, 9. Interesting. This is not bound to the keypad plus key. Okay, let's just go forward a little bit here. I don't want to go forward too much because I'm just looking at the clock here. Okay, so this cutting camp should be demolished. We'll go ahead and do so. Honestly, I think we're okay on wood till the end of the game, so that should be fine. I'm not going to immediately rebuild that unless we go into a free play mode, in which case we could immediately rebuild that. We can actually get this print workshop going, and that seems pretty okay. Alternatively, we could go for something that focuses on probably belonging. So that would be the medical school. That would mean we'd need 490 bricks, and we can probably just straight up get that. We would have to do some trading here. We'd need a little bit more gold leaves for this. Okay, that looks good. So we do that, and now we could just build the medical school, which will give us more belonging. And I'm just going to slot that in up over here if we can fit it. Apparently this is a rocky area. I would not have guessed that. But we can put it up over here. And so we shall. So we'll get that going. That's going to give us some belonging. And then we're also interested in health and esteem. So we'll get all of that in there. Beautiful. So that looks good. We are currently at 67 workers. And we're going to get more back once we have this finished. So that's definitely good to know. But of course, the Globe Theater is going to be done about 8 cycles after the end. So that's reasonably expected. It's unfortunate that it didn't speed up retroactively, but okay. I guess it's fine. So we've got 12 cycles left until this medical school finishes. I think at this point it's safe to assume that we have all of these coins. So that'll be absolutely wonderful. And we could definitely use more belonging and esteem, that's for sure. So let's hop into here and we can go for additional esteem, but we don't have the gold coins for this. We need one more gold coin. Now we have it. Okay, let's hop back in here and let's run our esteem satisfactions. And I still want to run encourage multiculturalism. So we'll get both of those going. We really want more workers. Yes, you can have this. That's fine. So at 115 workers right now. We're going to have some workers come back once this finishes. So we'll see if we have enough to build anything else. Decree accepted for both of these. Perfect. That looks great. And 1 cycle left on that demolition. 151. Okay. So I don't think we're going to have enough workers to get any of these constructed by the end of the game. We're lacking resources for a number of them as well. The only one we could build is Print Workshop, but we've got 14 cycles left. So let's let this finish up for now. And let's just make our way on through here. If we get enough for the Print Workshop by the end of the game, great. If not, well, so it is. So we need 254, right? Well, maybe it'll transition into free play. We don't know. If it does, I'll probably just play out the rest of this episode and then call it a game. But we'll see. We've got 6 cycles left. So 5 cycles. Excellent. And we can start thinking about what I think of the game overall. So it's definitely, in my opinion, still a little bit rough around the edges. There's some interesting concepts here, for sure. No doubt about that. Okay, last cycle. Let's see what we've got. Okay, end of early access. With this final cycle comes the end of the Renaissance. Early access to Memoriapolis doesn't allow us to go any further, but the team has a lot of new things planned for the coming months. Thank you all for your feedback, support, and investment in this great adventure. While we wait for the final age, we invite you to try out the new map, new cultures, new buildings, and destinies. End of early access. Okay, so this is the end here. And yeah, it's just going to take us directly back to the main menu. The sun is setting over your city. In the distance, the laughter of the population is calming down, and soon the streets will be peaceful. You've succeeded in instilling a new dream in the minds of your inhabitants, to play an active part in the creation of a city so glittering that all empires will want to emulate it. No other ruler can rival your dynasty, such as the quality of your buildings, your flourishing economy, and your happy citizens. Whether you favor one culture or several, everyone feels at home within the city walls, impatiently awaiting the arrival of the Age of Enlightenment. The development team congratulates you on reaching this milestone and looks forward to hearing your feedback. Memoriapolis Early Access ends here, but new surprises are in the works. Cool. So let's head back to the main menu then, and yeah, we can discuss a little bit about what I think of the game overall. So, the political system needs a lot of work, in my opinion. At the very least, how the office, what's the term that I'm looking for? Reputation. How the office reputation works really needs to be explained. It kind of isn't right now, and I don't know what drives that system. That's a bit of a problem. Overall, I think it's a pretty cool idea going through the ages the way that it does. I would definitely do things differently on a new game, which I probably won't do at least for a while until such a time as there's like significant new content. But it's certainly an interesting concept. No doubt about that. I like a lot of things about this game. The way that the cycles work is kind of odd. As I've said multiple times, I really wish that there was an intermediate speed between the slow speed and the fast speed. The fast speed feels a little too fast to me. The slow speed a little too slow. So, yeah, there's definitely that. It's kind of a bite-sized city builder, right? Because of the like hard time constraints that are in it. So I would definitely do things differently in my next city. For one thing, we know for a fact that the primary lack is not blueprints. It is, in fact, workers. So we would definitely focus very hard on having maximal migration. But overall, that was fun. I liked it. So, yeah, I think we're ready to pretty much put an end to this particular look at Memoriapolis. We'll probably take a look at it again, either once there's a big content drop or perhaps when it exits early access. We will see. For now, though, you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.